Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at it with another video. Who can guess where I'm at right now? Nobody. I'm in Panama. But, it was definitely a journey getting here, and I will explain why. Because I had a day yesterday getting here. So, can't wait to tell you all about it.
Treat you like princess, rest in heaven, Diana, piquing my interest. She see money all around me, I look like I'm the man. Yeah, but I was down and out like last week. Tell me, where have you been? Came out of hiding, girl. Don't act like I'm your man. You just a fan. Mouth and a slick ass flow. Catch up around me, nigga ain't a plan when I'm coming for the kitty, got my phone goddamn. Do it for my niggas on the coast right there. Do it for my niggas on the coast.
Alright, so let me tell y'all a nice little funny story of what happened to me getting here to Panama. Promise you're gonna laugh. First of all, I think that my patience was being tested. Like literally, every little stop of the way, my patience was being tested. So it started off with me getting up at like 4:15 in the morning. I had a flight at 6:15 a.m. I couldn't check in online the previous night for whatever reason, like something with my passport. When I was trying to scan it, it acted like I didn't want to scan. I manually inputted it. It was like, all right, you got to check in. You got to do it with the front desk. All right, cool, whatever. Usually, I got TSA pre-check. I got clear, so I don't show up to the airports about probably like an hour prior. So I do what I usually do, get there an hour prior. But you know, I got a big Pelican case full of equipment that I'm taking with me. Oh, I've got to tell you, even the day before that, I was waiting on this equipment. This equipment was supposed to get to me Saturday, but it didn't get to me till Monday. And you know, it said that it's out for delivery. All right, cool. So went upstairs, took a shower or whatever. And then I checked my stuff, and it was saying that there was a delivery attempt and I wasn't there. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, the doorbell didn't ring. Nobody heard the doorbell ring in the house. Like, this don't make no sense. Like, y'all did not come. So I called customer service. I was like, hey, I need y'all to re-deliver this joint like ASAP. Like, I need this equipment like right now. It was okay. We'll do everything I can to get them to come back out. All right, cool. 30, 45 minutes go by, nothing. I'm like, all right, call back again, try the whole process again. And then I just so happened to see a FedEx truck. It was ground though. She had drove past me. I like waved her down, but she drove past me. I hopped in the car and I followed her. I'm following this thing like I got drugs in this thing. So I get out, talk to her. You know, she was very helpful. She gave me the address of where the place is, and she told me that the dude usually still is around the area till about 3 o'clock. So I waited. Called my boy up, cause he works for FedEx. Shout out to you, Chris. I appreciate you. He gave me the phone numbers and everything. So I went up. He was like, bro, they're gone. Like no one is there. So I was like, bro, I can't just sit here on my hand. So literally, I drive down there, and then you know I'm talking to the people that was like, yeah, they're not here. I don't even have access going there. So now I gotta put up all these fires. I call my bosses and like, hey, you know, I don't have this equipment, blah blah blah. It's already 3 o'clock, blah blah blah. You know, just raising these fires. So then I told him like, I'm just gonna have to use what I have. I'm gonna have to use my radios and go through the whole process of getting this equipment on the paperwork, because going to a different country or going out of country, you have to have like a carnet and you gotta have all type of paperwork basically stating why you bring these radios and serial numbers and stuff like that. I don't handle it. We got people that handle that. I just give her their serial numbers and all the equipment and she take care of it for me. Okay, cool. As I'm driving back to the house, then I get a FaceTime call. And it's my damn equipment sitting right there at the front door. I was like, oh, thank God. Thank God, because man, I was tripping out. Tripping out. So I had to call everyone back. Like, hey, okay, we're good. I got the equipment. They was like, okay, cool, thank God. And you know, they started getting mad or whatever. They wasn't mad at me, but they was just getting mad about the FedEx, whatever. Blah blah blah. They was like, they did not come to the house. I can tell you that right now. They did not come. So now let's fast forward to the next morning. I get to the airport. I'm flying American Airlines, by the way. I go to try to do the self tag or whatever. It didn't let me. It was like, okay, you need to hop in line. There was like 10 people in front of me, and they was going slow. Like 2-3 people was holding up the line. There's only 3 agents. I was like, y'all need to come on, cause my flight's about to start boarding soon. So finally, it's my turn. I get up there. I'll give him my passport. It was like, I can't check you in. What do you mean you can't check me in? It's like, I cannot check you in. You are outside of the 45-minute window. I'm like, what? What do you mean? Like, I've been here. I went to the kiosk trying to check in, and it's telling me to come see y'all. And I tried to do it last night on the phone, and it's telling me to come see y'all. And I've been sitting here in line for the past 20 minutes, and I can't check in. They're like, no, sir, I'm sorry, you can't check in. So now I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting flustered. I was like, okay, so what can we do? He was like, I literally can't do anything. Like, he was like, I used to be able to go in here and override this, but I can't. I was like, bruh. I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta change my flight. So I started checking for another flight, and I found one on United. But instead of me flying to Miami like originally and then to Panama, I had to fly out to Chicago, and then from Chicago fly to Panama. I was like, well, I have no choice. So I booked that flight, and I left. I went back to the house, and I chilled out for about 2 hours before it was time for me to go, because this flight didn't leave until, like 10:40. So at this time, it was about 6. So I left.
Hands up high, hands up high, hands up high, till the lights down right now. Put me in the pool. I'm talking loud, perfume.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gonna say shit. And I know you taste this a little bit. High maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice.
All right, guys, take 2, because apparently I was recording a wall when I first did this. It was at least a 5-minute video. That's how long of a day I had. But like from what I was saying in the previous part before I had to go to work, is that I don't even know. Oh, I finally got into Chicago, and it was a long line, at least a quarter of a mile long. Thank God I got TSA pre-check in, and I got clear, so I was able to jump the whole line and went up to the front and skipped everybody, which I didn't feel bad for them, but if I would have stayed in that line, I would have waited at least an hour. Stopped, grabbed me some food. I ate me a chicken sandwich, had me a beer, because I definitely deserved it after the morning that I had. And then I went to my gate and I showed out. I got on a plane, and I had the whole row to myself, which I was excited. I'm so happy I had the whole row to myself. I didn't want no one sitting next to me on a 5.5-hour flight. So I fell asleep, watched the movie. I think I watched another movie, and then by the time I was done, it was time for us to land. So then the fun part, once I actually land into Panama, is I go through like the border patrol. They stamp my passport or whatever, and then waiting for my equipment. I got lugged this big old box around. Let me show y'all real quick. That's Big Bertha right there. So I had to lug that around once I finally got it, and then I go through customs. I had to go through declarations. I had to declare that, because you can't just walk through when it comes to my company, we have to declare when it comes to our radios and stuff. So get there, get my form, go through the scanner, and immediately, flags started being raised. The guy was like, "What, you got radios in here?" I'm like, "Yes, I got radios and equipment for the radios." Okay, so we open it up. He looking at all the radios. I have my paperwork. I have my, declaration form. I have all the list of the radios, all the equipment, everything by serial number and the total amount of how much actually I was carrying. I was carrying over $200,000 worth of equipment. So then it's like, yeah, you gotta go to the office. So we went to the office, and like 3 people came over there, looked at my paperwork, asked me where I'm going, who I'm supporting. I told them who I'm supporting. It was like, "Do you have a hotel here?" I showed them a hotel. I showed them all this stuff. I'm only here for 2 days. Like, here go my flight out of here. It was a lot. Literally, I was in customs for about 2 hours. But they told me that I couldn't. It was like, "Yeah, no, you can't take this. Or my boss isn't here. You can't take this. This has to stay." And then, of course, the sucky thing is, like, they all spoke Spanish. Like, only one person kind of understood English, but majority of everyone was speaking Spanish. So I had to call my account manager, like, because he speaks fluent Spanish, have him on speaker, let them talk, let them do their thing. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, now I'm literally just sitting there. We was waiting on paperwork for an invitation for me to actually be there. So we're waiting on that, and when that finally came, still that was like, "No, my boss isn't here." So came, I was like, "Okay." Well, they was like, "You gotta leave it." So I left it, which I didn't want to, but I had my air tag so I can see where it's at all times. So it literally stayed in the same spot I left it. Got an Uber, and these guys here are aggressive when it comes to taxis. I thought Turkey was bad when it came to taxis, but no, these guys are aggressive when it comes to taxis. I'm showing them my Uber, like, I have my Uber. It was like, "Taxi? No, Uber, taxi." I'm like, "No, bro, I'm good. I already got my Uber." Got an Uber, so a little 30-minute ride to my hotel. Got to my hotel, went to the front desk, and dude was about to help me. Then some couple came, and he ended up helping them, which didn't make no sense. I was like, "Look," I'm like, I don't have energy to argue. I'm tired." So I just let it be. And then he disappeared. Like, he was, "I'm sorry, I'll be back." And he disappeared for like 20 minutes, which, like, where you at? Like, bro, I need to check into my room. I am tired. So, someone else actually came out because, like, it started piling up. People started coming in. And no, this is about 10:30 at night. And she popped her head out. She was like, oh, okay. So they came out finally and helped me. They upgraded my room, which I'll do a video of that a little bit later, because I don't feel like getting up right now. But actually, I did another video, but that video was for TikTok. But I'll do one for y'all to make y'all feel a little special, a lot more special than TikTok. So yeah, they upgraded me. It's a suite. It's a real nice room. I have a view of somewhat of an ocean. I'll show you a little sneak peek. So that's what I can see from here. I mean, I can see more from my other room, but I don't feel like getting up. So yeah, that was that. Everything closed by the time I got here, so I had to settle for some wings from the spot down the street. I went to sleep. Woke up, went to I got picked up. We went to the airport. Had to go get my stuff now. So they told us to go to Terminal 1. We went to Terminal 1. It was like, "Oh no, you need to go down here." So we went down there. They was like, "Oh no, you need to go back over." So we went back over there. They was like, "Actually, you need to go to Terminal 2. So we got back in the car, drove to Terminal 2, went over there. They was like, "Oh no, you need to go down here." So we went over there, went back. So it was like a lot of back and forth. And then they was like, "You actually need to go to the office, go speak to the boss. Or if she's not there, then you got to go downtown and go get his paperwork signed off." So we went to the boss lady. We was talking to her for like 30 minutes. I was just sitting there. They speak in Spanish. I'm just like, no hablo Espanol, just trying to pick up on whatever I could, and she stamped it, signed off on it. She said something to me in Spanish, but basically translated in English like, "We'll hunt you down," like hunt me down. What did I do? So that took about 2 hours, and then we had to drive to where we was going. Got there, started the presentation, did that, and I was setting up getting all the radio set up, building some presets, whatever. And the way that it was supposed to go is that we were supposed to do like a walking test, like go see how far we go, blah 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 blah, using UHF, using those type of presets. And they changed it up on us. They was like, "Oh no, we're gonna hop in vehicles and we're gonna drive." Like this, it's like, hold on, time out. Like, that's not what I planned for. I didn't plan for a driving test. I planned for a walking test, not driving. So they took off, and I knew it wasn't gonna work because there's nothing set up. Like, it's a whole bunch of trees and stuff. It's a lot of vegetation. I'm like, it's not gonna work. But okay, you guys go ahead and go. So it didn't work like I thought. So they came back and like, okay, now let's do this. When he set up, since we didn't have anything to go up in the sky, we had to set up like kind of like breadcrumbing. Had to set something there, set something there. Like basically setting like on the corners. Like if there was a turn, something needed to be there so it can, because our radios are line of sight, so it can see, and like cover all of that street. So we did that, and we was able to, talk probably like 2K. No, it wasn't that far. Probably like 1.5K away. And then we was having little issues for whatever reason. They had a drone, so we taped one of the radios up. I got a little video of that too. Taped one of the radios up and threw it up in the sky. And as soon as we did that, we was able to see everything. They was happy. We was able to talk to all 4 points that they had established, and they was good. They was happy to see that. And then they wanted to see video, HD video. So I had to set that up, got that set up, and my account manager, he took it and he walked all the way through the building, walked all the way upstairs, and then we didn't lose nothing. They was extremely happy to see that. So they invited us to come back out to actually do like a bigger exercise, so they actually see the radios work. So that was a win today. Almost didn't feel like it was gonna happen, but I pulled it out. I pulled it through. So my account manager was very, very happy that everything, it worked. He was apologizing to me. He was like, "I'm sorry it didn't go as it was supposed to, but it is what it is. Like this is what happens." And I made it work. So happy about that. And then we went out to dinner. I had some sea bass, which was amazing. Oh man, it was so good. Ate all that, and here I am telling you guys about my day. So I got a flight tomorrow. I'm leaving tomorrow. So about to prep, hop in the shower because I stink. I've been sweating all day. And get ready for pack my bags, get these batteries out of that case and put it in my carry-on, and just chill out for the rest of the night. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do any videos of me leaving Panama, because it's just like any other airport or flying on any other plane. It's really, unless anything interesting happens, then I'll record that. But if not, then I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If y'all have a little bit more questions about anything I did, if you want me to go more in depth about the presets or the frequency range that I used, and how it worked and how the stuff works, drop a comment, let me know, and I will definitely respond to that, or make a whole separate video. But go ahead and like this video for me. Go ahead and comment, and if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. So this is the entrance area. Got 2 chairs, a couch, another chair, table, nice little TV, bar area. And then this is my view. I'm on the 5th floor. That's the city. It's almost like being down in Miami, honestly. That's what Panama reminds me of. You see the ocean. Then come on to the bedroom, king size. So that's the bed. Go another window. See this view real quick. Better view of the city. As you can see, that's the name of the Hotel Meridian. Oh, I didn't even realize that up there. You see the people down there. Look at all that traffic. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, look at all that traffic. Luckily, I'm going against that, so I'll be good. Here go more of the bed area. Go to TV, nice big TV. I like this little, it's pretty cool. You can almost see into the bathroom, but not. Here goes the shower. Nice shower. They even gave me a robe, but I didn't use it. Little toilet, double sink, big mirror. And then, boom, the jacuzzi tub. That I didn't even use, which, I mean, I didn't plan on using it anyway, but it's just cool to see and have. But that's it, guys. That is my apartment, not apartment. That is my hotel view. So I done showed you the room, I done showed you the living room, and I done showed you the bathroom. But y'all ain't gotta go home, but y'all gotta get up out of here. So peace.